Broderick, and this is KROD. This week, you can start buying prom tickets. They're $90 with ASB or $100 without. Make sure you get your permission slip before you try and buy your ticket, though, because you won't be able to without it. Other than that, there's supposed to be some sort of surprise on February 22nd, so save the date and find out what happens. Well, that's it for this week. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Madison Gray, and this is Rod Culture. Would you look at that? What's going on? Well, prom tickets are on sale. It's $90 with ASB and consistently rising in price otherwise. So get them while they're hot. And speaking of hot, January in California is really anything but, quite surprisingly. But I don't imagine February will be much different unless it's Valentine's Day, and that's only for some of you. Oh, Valentine's Day, prom, relationships, who needs them, you know? Teenagers seeking validation, I guess, but that's not a drag. I mean, I'm one of them. Dating in high school is kind of tricky. It's either too serious or not serious enough, or too fast or too slow. I mean, we high schoolers were creatures of extremity. I mean, who can expect a kid to cram a bunch of assignments for a test to be able to maintain a human companionship with complex emotions and unspoken expectations? I mean, at least in school, you got Google Classroom tell you the deadline. But who cares about my opinion? Let's see what you all think.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Lynn Broderick, filling in for Madison Gray for this week's interviews for KROD. And here we have your name and grade.
Christine in 12th grade.
Ananya Yogi.
Kamarie.
And
Joaquin.
So what do you think about dating in high school?
I think it's a growing experience for sure. I have to kind of agree that it's temporary. But I think it's wonderful when people find a best friend sort of quality in their relationships. So as long as it's healthy and they know that it might not be forever, it's okay.
I mean, I think they're good. Kind of did just get dumped, so I don't really have like the best outlook on them, but
Again, just got dumped. But dude, relationships are awesome. If you just find the right person, dude, it is the greatest thing that will ever happen to you.
yeah.
I mean, I have a boyfriend, so I think it's cool. I definitely think that freshmen and sophomores are getting a little too into relationships more than they should at a young age. But being a senior, it's a little bit different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like if it's a good relationship, it can go after high school. So I like it.
Yeah. All right. Do you think it's important?
Not necessarily. I don't think a relationship should ever be your priority. Always put yourself first. Your grades, your extracurriculars, your friendships, especially. So it's like that icing on top, you know? Like,
Yeah.
as long as you have your base and the rest of your life is going smoothly, go for it.
I do think they're kind of important because it builds like, you know, a sense of character, and then like after a while you like really start to bond with like one person. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Like, I feel like realistically, it builds up experience, like if you guys break up or whatever, but like ultimately, it's just nice to build up a relationship and have something with someone you love.
Yeah.
Do you think having a date to school events makes it more fun or less fun?
I wouldn't say it maybe makes it more fun. I say it just adds another person for you to enjoy the night with. I wouldn't say it makes it less fun because you're still enjoying the night with that person. Without a date, you know, you still have friends to be with, so it's gonna be fun either way. But with the date, it's nice to have somebody to dance with.
I think they make them more fun. Like with your friends or with like a significant other, it's like less boring.
Oh man, that's hard. Honestly, I'd say more because it's a very like public environment, I guess, but it's an environment where you feel safe because it is your school after all.
All right, and do you have any advice that you would give to kids in high school who are wanting to date or,
Put yourself first. Know what you want and know what you need. Don't let the person who's pursuing you or the one that you're pursuing get in the way of your happiness. If it starts to go south, end it quickly so that there's less hurt feelings, I think.
yeah.
Clean break is always
I don't know, maybe not recommended, but it's easier to move on if you know what you want.
All right, thank you very much.
Of course. I mean, don't make it your top priority, but if you do want to date someone, I mean, try to find someone with common interest or someone you think is cool.
Make sure you prioritize your significant other no matter what. And I mean, I understand like sports and homework and all that, but you gotta make them understand that like they feel loved and all that.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, thank you guys.
If you get in a fight, kiss before you fight and kiss after you fight. It honestly helps. Reassure each other that you are with them. Just make sure that you be weird and enjoy yourself, honestly, with your significant other. I feel like if you're not weird in the relationship, it can get pretty boring sometimes.
Alrighty, thank you.
We all have different ideas of what we think an ideal relationship is and when's the perfect time to have it. And that's all biased on your own pretenses. You really just gotta wait for someone to come along who has the same idea that you do. And sometimes you might have already found them. Or maybe you haven't. I mean, time just keeps on going. And me personally, I think everyone has a bunch of soulmates of different varieties in their life, and they all teach you something very important along the way. Well, that's enough sappiness for today. See you next time on KROD.
Hi, I'm Nick Pitts with the sports. For soccer, varsity boys won 2-1 versus Vanden, while the boys, junior varsity, tied versus Vanden on the 17th. For basketball, varsity boys lost 70-66 against Vanden, while junior varsity boys lost 77-39. However, junior varsity girls, they're on a 7-game win streak. Keep it up. That's all the sports that I have for you today. This has been Nick Pitts signing out. See you later, Mustangs. A dab.
Hi, I'm Jacob Papard and this is World News. At least 15 children have died in Syria because of a lack of medical care and inadequate living conditions for displaced people amid freezing temperatures, the UN has said. And they're warning that many more deaths are likely to follow. Now, let's move on over to Russia, who has stepped up criticism of US efforts to implement a major strategic arms treaty with an unusual message to lawmakers, accusing Washington of undermining the agreement. The dispute centers on the procedures the US has devised to shrink its long-range nuclear forces under the New START treaty, an accord that has regulated the arms race with Moscow since 2011, as the two sides approach a decision on whether to extend the pact or not. Now, another big thing that has been going on specifically in America is that the Supreme Court has reinstated President Trump's ban on transgender service members in the military, granting a stay of 2 lower court injunctions that had blocked the president's policy. That's all I have for this week. See you next time on World News.
Hey Mustangs, for the next 7 days we're going to experience some mostly cloudy skies turning into some possible showers by next week. Daytime highs will be in the mid to low 60s. Evening lows will range in the mid to upper 40s and 50. So on Monday we will have mostly cloudy skies with a high of 65. Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 64. Wednesday and Thursday will be the same with highs of 62 and 61. Friday, cloudy skies with a 50% chance of showers and a high of 60. Saturday through Monday will be the same with highs of 59 and 60.